clever.
Oh, we're Victoria and James, and we own a vintage and antique shop called the Little Chapel in Whitchurch, Hampshire, England. Join us on our adventures as we go treasure hunting for items to sell in our shop. We chat to other local small businesses and gradually learn more about the heritage and history of our wonderful country. We'll give you a sneak preview of what we find and show you what it's like to run a small business in the wonderful world of vintage and antiques.
Hello.
Hello there.
Welcome to another video.
Welcome to the chapel again.
Yeah, we're in
Whitchurch, Hampshire.
Sorry.
We're full into spring now.
We are, and it's been another lovely day, lots of lovely visitors, so yeah.
And we're filming this at the end of the day, which is nice because normally it's dark by now, isn't it, when we
much
sort of
lighter
close
now.
the shop, so it gives us a bit more time to film.
Yeah, we've done our little deliveries and things, so yeah.
We've put a little bit of a montage together. So enjoy.
This week we had a few adventures a bit more local.
Yeah, do you remember the book called The Water Babies?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Well, I read it as a...
Did you read it?
I think I read it. I'm not sure I read it.
I don't remember if I read it or not, but
yeah,
it's got
I do
lovely
remember
illustrations. That's
Well, I
what
remember
do remember.
the film on TV with Bernard Cribbins in.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Tom, who's the chimney sweep, goes into the water and turns into a cartoon.
Ah.
So it's a great film and great soundtrack as well. So we used to have the record as well. Well, The Water Babies was written by Charles Kingsley. And I found out that Charles Kingsley's buried in a place called Eversley, which isn't too far from here.
Yeah.
So we went over to Eversley to have a look for his grave.
The beautiful church
And
there.
And have a look at the beautiful church. So it's a lovely church, isn't it?
It is, yeah, beautiful.
Unfortunately, we couldn't get inside that day, but just to wander around the grounds is enough, really.
It is.
And of course, Charles Kingsley's buried there, quite a prominent grave. And he was rector there from 1844 till 1875. And his sermons often focused on reform and sanitation. Quite interesting how it links to the Water Babies, because the Water Babies are all about Tom, who's a dirty chimney sweep covered in soot. He goes into the river and cleanses of all of his whatever. So we also have a book called Wesward Ho by Charles Kingsley, and I must confess I haven't read this one. Have you?
No, I haven't.
No, but
I've heard of it.
yeah, well, obviously there's a place called Wesward Ho, and the place was named after the book.
Wow.
Rather than the book being named after the place.
Wow.
So yeah, and it's the only place with an exclamation mark after its title.
Oh, yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
I think that's one for the reading list.
Nice. So after our wander around the church, we went to Eversley Barn Antiques, and we met Judy and Steve. They've been on telly a few times, haven't they, for those antiques
I think so,
programs?
yeah.
Lovely couple, and some beautiful
Objects.
beautiful things in their big barn, 2-story places. Well worth a look around.
And we were lucky enough that they gave us permission to do a bit of filming in there as well.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, it's lovely.
So join us as we have a look around Eversley Barn Antiques. It was lovely in there, wasn't it?
Yeah, really nice.
So much to see.
And so much we could have bought.
Yeah, yeah.
Spend a fortune.
Yeah. So what else have we got then?
This one for starters.
Goodness me.
I know. Well, you won't, I'll show you a close-up of that. Warning, it's a bit scary.
Well, is that a nut?
Yeah, so it's all carved out of a nut. I think it's a coquilla nut or coquilla nut. And the sailors in the 1800s would carve these out of the nut and then attach it to a lovely hook and send it to their loved ones.
Wow.
Yeah. This one's got sparkly eyes, which I can't work out what they are.
They've been put in later, or
I don't know. I've seen one other, and it had little ceramic eyes, but it was a button hook that, you know, so they could.
So do you think the character's from somewhere, or it looks like he's got a nightcap on?
I know, it's.
Is it like Charles Dickens
It's unusual,
or something?
isn't it? No, look, it's like an owl face almost, or a nut, or a.
Yeah, I think whoever it is, I think he looks like he's eaten a nut and he just wants to eject it.
Oh God!
What?
Oh. But they always make grotesque faces on them. Well, there's not many around. They're quite a rare find. But the other one I did see that has sold a while back had a grotesque face, and actually described as a grotesque face.
Nothing wrong with grotesque.
It's got a fair weight to it as well. But wow, 1800s.
Yeah.
Amazing. So I'll put
That's
him
a great
down
find,
there.
isn't it?
It is.
So what's this then? This object looks like something to do with film.
Yeah. Super 8 film.
Oh,
and
okay.
they splice the film.
Oh wow!
Like
So you thread it
cuts
through
out and then splice it all together.
and splice it together. You've got little instructions there.
Yeah.
Cut a
I think that was nice, just as a
cut, pull, patch, down, pull, patch.
somebody that likes films and, you know,
Yeah,
film
it's just
work.
a nice little object for a
It
desk,
is.
isn't it?
Yeah, really nice, because it's got a bit of weight to it, so that would be a good paperweight. And that's really cool.
Very nice.
Yes. That's beautiful.
This, well, we haven't really researched this yet, have we?
Not too much. I found out that it's a print block.
If you touch it very carefully, you can see that it's all carved.
Yeah, there's tiny little carvings out
But
of each bit.
it's just a work of art on itself,
It's
by
beautiful.
itself, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
I think that would be oak, isn't it? Looks like
yeah,
oak.
yeah, it feels like oak.
But it's got a little signature
It's
on the
got a
back,
signature on it.
and actually, it's got.
Has it got a date?
No, I've spotted something else.
Oh, isn't it amazing? You can look at something and then you have another look at it later, and you spot something different each time.
T.L. Lawrence. So
We'll see what we
there's
can
our
find
clue.
out. Yeah. We couldn't find. We sort of Google imaged the church and couldn't find. I thought it might come up.
Well,
but
I think with a
it's-
bit of investigation, we could work out that scene, because you've got a building there
Yeah.
and then one here.
Yeah.
So
But
it might
look
take a
how
while,
they've cut
but
out all the clouds and everything. I'd love to see a print of it.
yeah,
But that's a beautiful object.
yeah. I even like the way that it's held together. Look, with little biscuit joins.
Yeah. I wonder
Unusual
why
they did it out
that.
of three rather than just
one
one
solid
piece of wood. So
Maybe it was a little make-do bit that they just had.
I'm sure somebody out there knows. So do let us know if you can give us any pointers on this one.
I've seen anything like it.
Oh, that's fantastic, isn't it? So I got this really nice book on Japan, The History and Art.
Beautiful book.
It's 1979, and it's just a definitive guide if you're interested in Japanese art. It's
Lovely.
some really nice illustrations in there.
One day you'll have my eye out.
Yep. So yeah, lovely. But
I'm just going to do that too.
so the exciting thing with books is when you open them and you find little cuttings inside. And this one here, we found a gallery guide for the Great Japan Exhibition, and that was in 1981 and 1982. So
And that's worth a bit just on its own.
Just on its own,
which is
yeah.
Really
yeah, just a
quite
nice leaflet.
fascinating.
And then also a newspaper cutting. And originally I thought, what's a newspaper cutting about the Battle of Heathrow Airport runway expansion? And that was dated around the same date, 1982. But on the reverse, they've got an article about the same exhibition.
Cool, isn't
So
it?
I think we'll
love
keep
that
those
when
with the.
yeah, and then obviously a little card I think they've picked up,
Very
which
nice.
is details from a Japanese screen. So I think they picked that up as a souvenir bit from the actual exhibition.
Nice little find, isn't
Beautiful.
it? All right.
Right, this might be one of my favourite pieces in a while.
Is Victoria going to give us a tune?
I don't think anyone could give you a tune. Let's try. Oh, it does go
It's sort of in
scale.
scale, isn't it?
But it sounds quite chimey, almost like clock chimes. But it's just a vintage toy piano. Well, I love that it's battered and well used, and it's just a beautiful little piece.
Yeah.
Really
Lovely,
fun.
isn't it?
Yeah, probably 50s, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, they had such cool toys back then. Love it. Some things I put in the shop, I don't want them to go anywhere just yet.
Now I see a lot of rabbits are starting to arrive in the chapel.
Yes, ready for
and
Easter. Rabbits and eggs. Yeah, I'm sort of waiting for Mother's Day to come and go this week, and then I'll be decorating for
Full on Easter.
Yeah, but this is just a nice.
Are you going to decorate the tree?
Yeah, with lots of little eggs. Yeah.
I think we saw that in York, didn't we? Didn't they have something
that was
similar
that nice Christmas shop.
Yeah.
That decorated for Easter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had lovely hand-painted eggs.
That's quite inspiring, wasn't it?
It was.
That shop. Tell me about the rabbit then, Victoria. I'm all ears.
Oh God, so is he. Yeah. He's lovely. An old, just a vintage pottery piece, handmade, sort of probably a one-off type hand-painted rabbit for Easter.
Very trendy, isn't he?
Well, he's just nice. He'd look nice in any decor, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
So there'll be a few more rabbits popping up. Just a few more bits while we're at it. Oh, there's that book.
Yeah, I read this earlier because this is another book that I read as a child. When the Wind Blows.
Did you read that as a kid?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a black comedy about a couple, an English couple, well, elderly couple really, and they're facing imminent nuclear war.
Yeah, I know, quite dark.
But they're just going on with their everyday life as well, and it's
something to be said.
It always stuck with me, that book, really.
Yeah.
I used to worry myself to sleep after reading it.
Dear.
Yeah, that's by Raymond Briggs, that book.
Snowman.
Yeah, he also
Briggs.
wrote The Snowman, didn't he? Yeah. Thanks, Raymond.
I just wanted to mention annuals because they make really nice presents for people when especially when they've got the years on them.
Yeah.
So if it's that year of you were born or when you were 10 or something. And we always have loads of Rupert annuals.
And these are in pretty good condition, aren't they?
They are. Some of the older ones where Rupert was a brown bear, like he originally was, and then they changed him.
Fantastic.
And speaking of just nostalgia, shall I just show this little chap? Paddington bear.
He's nice, isn't he?
He is nice.
He's got a bit of age to him as well.
And he's a cold.
Is he 80s?
He's cold. No, he's 1976. That one.
76.
Yeah, but he's in good condition, and he's Coalport, and he's a proper Paddington.
What's he say on his side? Please look after this bear, thank you.
Oh.
So if anybody would like to give him a new home.
If you haven't seen the film, watch it. It's lovely. So that's it for another week.
We find ourselves at the end of another video.
Wow. How can it be a whole week already?
I don't know. Do watch our last video on the silk mill, which we really enjoyed filming that one. So the lovely Karen gave us some really good knowledge, didn't she?
She's a brilliant guide, and she volunteers and does that.
She's there on Fridays, isn't she?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just nice to have a visit and then come and see us as well.
It's a lovely time of year to visit the silk mill, isn't it?
Really nice, yeah.
So next week.
What are we up to next week?
Well, next week we're going to take a look around Odium.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So what I didn't know about Odium was there was a castle there, or castle. So we'll show you around there.
Always happy to have comments, suggestions. Say hello even in the comments.
Yeah, it does help us, and it's good to get feedback, isn't it?
It
really?
is, and the good old like and subscribe.
Yeah.
But yeah, all good fun.
So take care. We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.